Alright, welcome back guys. Phil here, Rob, as you know.
Smooth as detailing.
We've got the new i30N, the facelift. Flow Design has been kindly enough to send us out a full kit like they did for the GR Yaris. And we're going to be showing you a quick step-by-step on how to install it, how easy it is, I'm sure, and how good it looks. That's pretty much it.
Let's go. Alright, so first up we're going to be doing the rear diffuser. So it's got this bottom plate and a couple of fins. Now, instructions are really good. First of all, they're in English, which helps a lot. So here we'll tell you what you need. It's got what it comes with, 8mm drill bit, Allen key, 10mm spanner, ratchet spanner if you got, great, even better. And then we just got to make sure, because I've made this mistake before, so all the fins have got a letter on them, left and right, and numbers. So put them in correctly, because once they're in, they're like really hard to get out.
Yeah,
so
we experienced that on the GR Yaris.
Yeah. So always double check what you're doing. Let's do it. Okay, so R3, R3. As you can see here, it'll have H, R3, R3. So we know it goes on this one here, this side, not that side. There's going to be a machine to get out. And they literally just clip in, and that's it. They're not coming out.
Yeah.
So if you're really asleep, like they've made it super easy for you, it actually even says there where it goes, R1. So you really cannot make a mistake.
Unless you haven't had your morning coffee.
Unless you haven't had your coffee or you're half asleep. And now I've got to be extra careful, because by saying that I'll end up doing it. Make myself paranoid.
Now, like all Flow Design's install kits, everything's all stainless steel. So you know you're not going to be having issues with rust or deteriorating over time.
Lock nuts, so they're not going to come loose on you. So 8mm drill bit. And that's what we're going to be working with.
So with the back, there is no template because it's just one size fits all for this one. Literally.
Basically slide it on. Now there's always a little bit of room for movement, so we just try to line it up and get it even on both sides, which is pretty much spot on there. Yep, so what I'm using as a reference is basically the edge of this chamfered bit in line with the bar. Same with that side.
And once you got it in spot, drill your pilot holes.
Yep.
So I'll come around and hold you.
Yeah, so I'm going to get through the hole.
Check it out.
Alright, easy as that. The rear diffuser and flow lock fins are in.
Yep, literally 10 minutes if that. So guys, just keep in mind when you're drilling, it's plastic, so don't go full speed ahead. Just take it easy, don't put much pressure, because with plastic it will just drive itself up in there. And then also with tightening, don't over tighten it. Just remember there is lock nuts in there. You're dealing with plastic here, more so the factory plastic, because it's a lot softer than this. This is strong as anything, but the factory plastic, like obviously with plastic, the more you tighten, the more it's going to keep squashing the plastic. So just nip it up until it's firm. You've got no movement there, but it's a lock nut, so it's not going to be going anywhere. And as long as you can't move it back and forward on the bar itself, so it's staying together with the bar, you're fine from there. That looks awesome. With the mat, it almost looks like factory option.
Yeah, that's neat. Alright, so now we're starting on the rear side splats. Now, just to give you a quick rundown, we just come under here. So we've got some push clips that you just have to remove, and then right at the top, you'll see those two nuts there. So you remove those, and what that does is just removes this inner guard liner, and that gives you access to the inside of the bumper to put your hardware in, so your nuts and your washers and stuff like that. So, couple of push clips, two nuts, and you're ready to install it.
to install, you basically, like Phil said before, you pull these two out. You can pull more out, but two is enough to get my hand in there. And then you'll notice the actual bumper bar line where it follows the guard liner, that's where this pretty much lines up with too. So if you follow that line, pretty sweet. What I've done is got this end first all nice and true, drilled that, put that on loose, and then followed and done the rest. So you get it all nice and neat. Because if you start on that end first, then you're not going to be correct on this side.
That's it. So that is the rear done. So what's that, your template?
Look. Oh, for the back. So go like this. Step one, here we go. So we've got a template for the front of the side skirts. So on the driver's side, you would insert it this way. On passenger side, you just flip it upside down. This will line up with the inside of the skirt and where it meets the sill panel. So you'll notice, you just line it all up, can't go wrong, and then you drill that first pilot hole. Basically, then we can slide the sides, put the lock nut. Is that the name? What's it called again? Crush nut?
Special nut.
What's it?
Jack nut.
Jack nut. Put your jack nut in there. You can line that one up. First one. And then push the side skirt, the float design one up there. Pre-drill the rest. So this is all in 8mm, and then you go to 11mm. So for the jack nut, you're going to leave 11mm, and then we'll show you there's a tool to insert those nuts.
Yes.
Alright, so insert it there. That you just line up, butt up against it. Get it all nice.
How good's that? That's it.
Now we'll go to 11mm.
Okay, that's your 11mm hole.
11mm hole.
Okay.
So you just push that in, and what's going to happen, you got this tool here, put that in. As you screw it, it's going to crush it. So then this nut is going to crush behind here. It's going to be a permanent, like
permanent
a
fixture. Yeah.
So you can screw these skirts off and on. Make sure you screw it on straight first. Okay, you'll feel it's tight now. You back it off.
That should now be a permanent fixture.
Yep. So what we're going to do now is we're going to screw the side skirt on to this one. Yeah, that ain't going nowhere.
So the idea of these jack nuts is that once this part right here, where my finger's pointing, is tight like up against the tool, you insert that nut, which threads up into there, and then as you tighten it, it pulls that down to there, and these butterfly out. So then it's squished up against your flat piece of plastic there, and it ain't going nowhere. So now that Rob's done that first one, he can completely install that, and that will give him the guidance he needs to have this all nice and straight. Pre-drill all the holes, take it off, drill them all to 11, put all the jack nuts in, and then just simply install it all up.
So I've left the front bolt loose, so we're coming all the way to the back. We're going to get that to sit in there nice and snug with the side skirt straight, hold it up, drill this 8mm again, 11mm, put that nut in there as well and insert, nip that up so it's, you know, pretty firm, and then we can drill all the rest.
Yeah. And I guess you can't go wrong because that's already butt up, so you know where it's got to go.
Yeah. Okay.
So as you just saw, we just pre-drilled them all once it was all lined up with the 8mm. Took it off, did the 11mm drill, and now Rob's putting the jack nuts in, and then we can put it all back together. Easy as.
last of my thoughts, standing on the edge of my time. Everything I know will be gone in a minute, and that's alright. Running through the last of my thoughts.
Just like that, the side skirt is on. Probably 15 to 20 minutes maybe. Not even. And it's good, nice and subtle. Doesn't protrude too much, doesn't, you know, look out of place. Very nice. So now with the sides all done, we're on to the front. The first step, as per instructions, is to remove the front little chin spoiler or little lip kit you want to call. So it's all just these push clip type.
It's just
clips.
2 on either side.
So remove that.
Clip out.
Yeah, that'll be your first step. Simple as that, eh? So you can see there, 2 clips each side, and then these just slot into the bumper bar, so that's pull straight back out. Next step is the splash tray removal. Very simple, just a couple of clips, couple of bolts.
Expect to find a lot of dirt and rocks.
Lots of dirt and rocks. So that just comes off. Now that gives you full access underneath. Ready to line the lip up. We're going to align the lip to where it's going to go. Those 2 existing holes.
To here, to there.
Just line them up.
Straight in.
So I'll hand rub the smallest bolt with the smallest washer. Another washer to go on top. And
so this all can be done one person, guys.
yeah, 2 people makes it easier.
Yeah, but we're doing it one person just to show you. It's actually. Can I have another one now?
Yes. Alright, so once that's in, do the same on the other side.
Alright, 'cause I'm freer than I've ever been before. Yeah, baby, I'm freer than I've ever been
Got 4 of these brackets. When you pull this bar down, there's a cutout on the supports. So you basically just slide it into the cutout, and then you can just drag it along where you need to drag it along to.
And that clamps onto what, the lower crash bar, is it?
So it clamps onto the lower crash bar. A second, sorry guys, I can't see the best here. And then you can just slide it along. So you slide 2 from this side, and then there's a cutout on this side, on the other side as well. Same thing, put the 2 brackets, slide it along, line it up. You pre-drill these holes 8mm, and then basically it's put the Allen key in through the bar and then through these brackets, and then bolt it straight onto the back of it. It's easy as that.
Sweet. So there's support brackets. So it clamps onto that lower crash bar, supports the lip, so it's not, you know, just hanging off your front bar.
See it.
The outer anchor ones are on. The brackets in there, bolts are on, and then we just have these 2 holes just here. There and there. Okay, and we're good to go. Now these are the with that drill. Bolts again.
Always make sure there's no wiring behind prior to drilling, which I did.
Just like that, front lip is done. 20-25 minutes. The only thing that stays off is 4 clips, which is to hold this weather strip that you no longer need. Other than that, that's the finished product. So what have we got here? 8mm holes or 6mm?
6mm pilot holes.
6mm pilot holes with the wing lined up.
Yep.
Ideally, you want 2 people for this so they can hold it in place. And now Rob is going to put 10mm holes in the exact same spot, so enlarge and open. It's very thin here, so just take it easy. Make sure you don't go all the way through. These little grommets. Little thread on the end. Ideally, they will go into there just like that. You put your wing on, bolt it to that, and that will squish in. And then we'll have some also double-sided tape we got to add just to help promote it to stick and stay in its place. Okay, so just to recap, we did the pilot holes. We then put the alcohol swabs to clean all the surfaces, the adhesion promoter to help the tape stick, and now we've just put the strong 3M double-sided tape down. So you stick that onto the genuine spoiler, clean this side and put the alcohol swabs and whatnot on this side as well. So you've got a matte finish if you want that side, or if you want a gloss to match the top of the genuine spoiler. So choose your selected side, and now once you peel off the tape,
just the edges.
Just the edges, so it doesn't stick straight away. Line it up with your holes, put in your bolts and that I showed you earlier, and then you can remove your tape and seal it all up. Two and a half hours, including recording time and figuring it all out. The complete kit is now on. So we'll do some nice close-ups after this, but so you get an idea.
The quickest is obviously these rear bits and the side skirts. The only time consuming bit is you've got to drill so many holes. The wing was extremely easy to do. With the Yaris we had to pull this wing off. This is basically just do it on the car.
Yeah, so that was pretty simple.
That was pretty simple. Like all their other kits, it's tough as anything. Like it's stronger than the bar itself. We've got all these little options that you can throw on.
Yeah, so that's the best thing about flow design. So you can modify it to how you want. So you can have it how we've got it here, where it's just the splitter or just the extensions, and then you can go and put if you want to put winglets on, so they're adjustable in and out. You've got options for the back spats, the back and front of the side skirts. When you come around to the front, then you can have just a lip like we have, or you can then put a further extension if you want to make it, you know, a bit more aggressive. And then from there, you've even got another winglet.
And then even with the back, we done the trial where we just had the center bit done first, and we didn't even put the sides on.
Yeah.
Which it actually looked quite good like that. Can you buy just? You can buy separate.
So you can buy everything separate. You can buy,
if
you
you
know.
don't like side skirts or anything like, and you want just this back diffuser part, we had just that on, and it actually looked really good with nothing else on the car, just that by itself.
Yeah. So if you want to make the back look a bit more aggressive, or you know. So yeah, Flow Designs, they'll allow you to buy, you know, just the back, just the sides, just the front, or the complete kit like we've got. You know, just the wing if you want as well. So plenty of options to chop and change how you want to modify your car. And like Rob said, super easy install.
Yeah, hardly any tools. 6mm drill bit, 8mm, 11, 10mm drill bit,
10mm spanner,
10mm spanner.
That's it.
And that's it. You're done. And a couple of jacks and stands.
Yeah.
Make sure you always use stands too, guys.